It's that time. Things just ain't the same for young Jermaine, still underrated, but far from underpaid. And though some problems did fade, the hunger stayed. These stomach rumbles could humble thunder. I'm still fueled by the ones.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of No Cap, No Client Agent Privilege podcast. We got our special guest today, Mr. March Madness, Alijah Martin from FAU, Final Four finalist, and should have been in that game last night. So, Alijah, run us through it. Let's hear how your experience was, man.
Yeah, just the whole March Madness experience, it was a dream come true. You always dream of playing at the biggest stage on college basketball, on TV, and just really representing your team and where you come from. So just getting that whole experience, it was just amazing.
Yeah, I mean, especially coming from FAU, where we were 2 years ago, where we weren't even in the conference talking about Conference USA championships. Now we're going on runs all the way to the Final Four. It's crazy how really 2-3 years of hard work can put you in a situation where you might have never even thought of, 2 years of your life ago. So, going into, last night's game, I mean, I know for myself, watching San Diego State, I could only imagine how y'all felt watching that game, knowing how good UConn was, how you definitely had, a better chance of getting in with them and keeping the game definitely close. So, again, when you think about it in your mindset of where you want to go with your career now, is it time to run it back? Is it time to get back to work and really try and push the issue of another Final Four run, and that's what you guys are all going to stick together and do, right?
Yeah, I mean that's what the plan is. Just run it back, everybody come back together and just really just build on what we got going on. So that's what we're gonna do.
Yeah, I mean it was a great run. It really, I mean, coming from somebody local, I didn't even want to go to FAU because it wasn't a thing. It wasn't cool to go to FAU when I was getting out of school. So yeah. I know Max is a local guy too. I mean, Max went all the way to Wisconsin just to get a college education.
Exactly.
He had 3 schools down here he could have gone to. So, it brings pride to those that have been around and seen a program grow from you guys, making it really, I know you're getting a lot of love and everything. So it's great to hear that, you guys are, drinking it all in, really putting in the work that you guys are getting the love that you deserve for putting all the work that you guys really 3 years of it basically to get to this point. So it's great to see. And then on the get into the transition of NIL world, here we go now. You got all this love, you got all these opportunities. When you think about NIL as a whole, some coaches are saying it's a distraction. It's detrimental. It's the kids aren't focused on the game itself. What's your turn towards it? I mean, being the athlete that actually now going through what you just went through, now you have all these opportunities.
I think the NCAA did a great job of implementing that into NCAA and stuff like that. So, especially when you're a big time athlete and you come from nothing, that could be a very
life-changing
thing for your family and not even yourself and stuff like that, because you go through 4 years of college and all you have is a cost of attendance, but now you can really get bags of money from NIL and just your name for real. So I mean, I like the whole NIL thing. I don't feel like it's a distraction. It can cause some distractions and stuff like that, but as long as you're handling the money right and just keeping the main thing, which is basketball, everything will be fine.
And the other thing is, it teaches you guys even from
how to make money,
how to be entrepreneurial. Yeah, how to be smart financially.
Exactly.
It shows a lot. We only hear about how it's this and that. There's two completely opposite trains thoughts on it. But it's really, there's so many different avenues for you guys to be able to create your own business, to have your own summer camps, to go back home and be able to, run a weekend long camp where, kids would love to come see you. You're the hometown hero both here and in your hometown. It's like for you, for guys like you. And here's the other thing is, most people don't realize that to go professional is still a long shot for everybody.
Yeah.
It doesn't, but the opportunity to earn money now, 3 years ago, you weren't even going to be able to have that opportunity for whether it was, a great player, or a okay player. You didn't have the NIL round evens out the playing field. If you have a good marketing standpoint of, you got a great story behind you, you got somebody to, go out and get you deals and stuff as an agent.
Yeah.
It makes life so much more appealing to the, the college athlete to want to stay in school.
Exactly.
Why go to, overtime elite or something like that when you can just go to college, enjoy your college time, enjoy your college life, and still have the same opportunities.
Exactly.
You could do all the above. So for me, what I've experienced in the NIL world, I would have killed to have been an athlete and have this type of opportunity that you guys have, because there's no harm.
It's not at all. Not at all.
You can harm yourself if you let it. Yeah, exactly. So for you guys and what you've done, I mean, you guys deserve it all. I mean, if hard work and dedication was a movie, it would have been this Owls team this year, because most people didn't even realize where you guys were coming from a year ago. You guys really had to fight through Conference USA to get good, and now you guys went in and just dominated the rest of the field. So
yeah, I mean, I talk about this all the time, but like, if we really had like a documentary from like really the start into like now,
Netflix, get on it.
it'll be crazy, because my freshman year, it was just COVID. COVID.
Yeah, that's right.
And like, you didn't know if you was gonna play the next game or not, because they might get COVID, we might get COVID.
Somebody's tested
and you
positive.
You couldn't really develop.
No,
because you'll get shut down for 2 weeks.
Coach is out, you're out, next guy's out,
stuff like that. So it was just chaotic. And then just last year, it was just another step in the right direction. Winning 19 games out of 15. I mean, not winning 19 and 15, and was a runner-up in the East, which I'm still a little mad about. We lost at the crib.
Yeah, that's right.
Middle Tennessee, but they deserved it. But just watching this, just like looking back on the come up, we really deserve what we got, and we just got to keep our head down and just keep on working.
Yeah, I mean, especially with a team. So even to put into perspective, a team like a UNC, who everybody returned but didn't have the outcome that they wanted. Look at Babcock and all them. They're still he's still going back, but he understands, one, the NIL money's there, but two, he knows this year's team didn't do what they wanted to do. So now they made it to the Final Four last year.
Yeah.
How do you guys go back and think, oh, don't let that happen to us?
We just look at it and learn from it. We also heard all the rumors that was going on over there, so we just won't let that get in between of us and stuff like that. So a lot of that was just distractions. Like UNC got distracted, and we looking at that, and we're just gonna learn from it.
Yeah, I mean, and that's where, like you were saying, keeping the main thing, because at this point, you guys still have nothing to lose. I mean, yes, you put us, you put FAU on the map, but at the same time, you're still, come next year, watch what's going to happen. The same type of doubters are going to come out the woodworks. Nah, they can't do it again. Can't do it, they don't have it in them. It's hard. It's always hard to repeat. Even at that level, it's to get to the Final Four 2 years in a row is still a work and a half. So for you guys, it's like you said, just really being able to go out of your way to make sure that nothing gets in between the chemistry, the coaching staffs, the players, and what you guys have really built as a as a team camaraderie is huge. One, you're gonna have your summertime. So making sure everyone, is on par when we get back into the fall, winter workouts, and then just start where you left off.
Go at it.
Yep, start where you left off. So that's great. And again, being able to have that ability. And one, you always got kids now with the transfer portal too. You never know. Somebody gets too big of a head, and they're like, no, well he didn't play me enough.
Yeah.
Dude, we went to the Final Four.
I know.
Come on now. We did everything we had to do as a team. So how do you, is it something that, you as a captain of the team, a leader of the team, that you definitely don't, you don't want to lose nobody. So is it like, would you go out of your way to make sure that, hey man, I don't want you to think that we need you. We don't want to,
you have to like build that trust and like because everybody looking at me
Of
to slide and get out of there. But I'm just trying to let them know that I'm here. Because we really built this thing up from the ground, and to just leave and go another direction, just be doing that work for nothing for real.
I mean, yeah, basically.
But we not really trying to think too much about that.
No.
Because that's when those thoughts of just, oh, what if the grass is green on the other side?
Oh yeah.
That's when they become real and stuff like that. But you just gotta keep your head down and just stay together, and just remain a family.
Yeah. I mean, that's definitely key. I mean, if there's anything my agency stands by, it's family over everything. So when you're able to, have that opportunity to just do it all again, and everyone's in the same boat, good things happen.
Yeah.
So it's really, it's really up to you guys and how how really strong you guys are with everything that you guys did this year. You guys can even do better next year. I mean, there'll be bumps and bruises, but as a team, you guys can even do better.
Yeah,
so it is definitely possible.
You guys are definitely a young team, like a lot of opportunity to grow, and like this is only the beginning.
Yeah, most definitely. And exactly like you said, we're a young team, so most definitely it's gonna be a lot of pressure on just doing it again,
bouncing
and just
back,
staying together and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, it's basketball, and we competitors, and that's what we do.
And that's key to it too, is not losing the dog in you just because you had some success.
Exactly.
It's like if you had your opportunity, you did well, but it's like, do you still want more? Do you still want to get better? Was that satisfying? It's like you got to be like, it was a good taste, but it wasn't satisfying. It was something to where we want to get to, and for next year, we want to win it all. And if that mindset's too scary for somebody, then that's where it starts coming into, maybe sometimes you need to focus on something else, or you need to you need to have a talk with that person and be like, hey, don't be scared of the opportunity. It's we're here to help you get to that point, to get all of us to that point as a team. So making sure that your teammates are ready to go on that end is also huge, and you being the leader of the team for sure next year and this year, it's gonna come down to you. It's gonna come down to the big dogs down low. You guys have got to bring it all. Same thing. Same
mindset.
Yeah, exactly.
Same
so
mindset.
it's been great to watch, and really again, like I said, from our standpoint, being guys that were from here, went to FAU, born and raised, it was something, like you said, Netflix-wise, you should have the opportunity to have your own Netflix series off of these last 2 years, if even 3 years, if we want to start in COVID, just to give everybody the right taste of, how hard it really hit just to get to this point. I mean, for NIL to the team COVID situations. Some teams lost entire, classes of guys just because they didn't have the opportunity anymore. They came into a school, they had good momentum, 2 years, their third year, all of a sudden, boom, gone. COVID, done. Then I got to go somewhere else, bounce back, do it all again, and find something else. You know how hard it is?
Some of them guys ain't bounced back from that. No. Yeah. Some of them guys probably at Dollar General right now, not knocking what they doing and stuff like that, but it's just life,
Yeah.
You don't really bounce back from that,
No, it happens in all types of athletics. It's from football to basketball. If you lose that
mojo. Almost.
That mojo of you were in a good place, you were rolling, you had your your entire schedule set to finally make it in your junior senior year, and then boom, it's crazy to think about the process and the journey that it really took you guys to get to this point. So just enjoy every second of it at this point, man, because that, again, when we talk about life's short, these opportunities are short too. We really, when we think about how quickly that just went by, it was already a month. It went March Madness, boom, done. We're already, it's championship, done, gone. Like, it's crazy to think that a month ago, people were like, oh yeah, Purdue's gonna win it, Kansas is gonna win it, whoever, all these other teams, and everyone gets knocked out first, second round, and then FAU makes it to the Final Four. Who would have thought?
Nobody.
I know I did. You can check the paper. So, Again, and for you, when we go back to the NIL realm, what's something that's really kind of, stuck out to you and something that you would want to, work with? I know for a lot of the guys I've been working with, the entrepreneurial side of the world has really appeased a lot of them, whether it's making your own t-shirts, your own company, if there's something that actually intrigues you more than just the basketball stuff. Is there anything like that out there that you've thought of in the NIL realm?
Probably just like the typical stuff that a young athlete would want,
Yeah. Any and then the other thing is too, there's just so much opportunity for you guys now. Like you guys,
especially with the momentum we have.
Oh, hell yeah!
I don't think that ain't nothing that we can't get done. Because there's a lot of eyes on us.
Oh, hell yeah!
A lot of kids looking up, and you just want to do things the right way. But I say like, of course, like restaurants.
There you go.
Shit, hell, even gas stations.
There we go, a little Wawa sponsorship.
Something like that.
Yeah, for real.
Car dealerships.
There you go. I mean, like all those opportunities, now for you guys are, they're up there.
This is the time to, really just run it up and just use that momentum going into the next season.
Yeah, literally. So.
But yeah, I mean, just not really trying to put no limit on it. Just want to try to do everything just for an experience and just
that too.
And to learn.
Yeah, I mean, it gives you guys the opportunity to be real businessmen and really follow your passions. Like, even I know a couple guys that are like, multimedia guys, and they want to create their own, their cameras, the phone. They want to do their own digital media stuff.
Exactly.
It gives you guys those types of opportunities to really follow your passion that isn't just basketball as well. Then you can make, basketball is not forever. Like, you can have it as your career path for sure. Any sport, you can have any sport as your career path. But the life after becomes the, what am I gonna do now? What is my passion after sports? And that's where it gives you guys a real taste of being able to, one, create your own clothing line, build your own social media type marketing company, to be able to give all these opportunities to you guys as a whole. Is something, guys that just graduated 2 years ago couldn't even think about.
Yeah.
Now if they didn't make it pro, now they got to go back. Oh shit, what do I love to do? What do I want to do? The pros didn't work out. Now what do I do? So, and they didn't have that opportunity to build from freshman, sophomore, junior year and really figure out what they like, what they want to do. What is it passion that is, out of sports that you can live your life the next 20 years with your family and things like that. So, and it also gives you opportunity to like become investments in yourselves. Other than the sports side, like you get to be able to invest in your lives and what you want to do for the future. So
I think it also allows you to use your voice and make an impact on your community and the kids all around the world.
Exactly.
Like if you had a message to give out to kids, I'm sure they'd like to hear what you have to say.
So my message to the kids out there is just, first and foremost, keep God first. And whatever you do, just go 100% at it. I always want to put work in. I always want to learn. I always want to grow. And just keep your head down and block out distractions. It's probably cool to go party and hang out with your friends, but what that's gonna get you in 5 to 10 years? Is it gonna be in that same spot, or are you in different doors and with bigger people and stuff like that, still trying to learn, still on the grind? So just most importantly, don't ever get complacent with where you at in life and where you at just mentally and stuff like that. So just always chase your dreams.
We talked about what this season had done for you guys, popularity wise, and the buzz it created around campus and whatnot, in your DMs and everything. But what did this season, 35 wins, conference regular season champions, you dropped a 30-piece in the championship in the tournament, and then made it to the Final Four. What did this season itself do to you guys as a team, your guys' relationship, and then as you guys are going next year into the American, what's on your mind now?
It most definitely just gave us a boost in our athletic abilities and towards our future. and also give us a boost financially. Just on this run, we can get more deals. We can get more money. Also, we can go further in our basketball careers, just having it on our resume and stuff like that. So, just going into the American, it's going to be different. It's going to be a challenge, but at the end of the day, we some dogs, and we ready for whatever.
Yeah, I think going into the American, really, as much as you guys needed a boost in general, just from conference play, this puts you in that conversation of, okay, now that you're not in Conference USA and you're in the American, what's everyone's excuse going to be when you win that one?
Exactly.
Well, now are you the real deal?
A lot of people like to say that we don't play competition.
Right. That's
you look at Conference USA, Charlotte won the CBI.
Yep.
North Texas and UAB was
Both
in the
played
championship for the NIT. Yep. And of course we was in the Final Four, so you can't say we didn't play competition. But we did. So going into the American, after we just handled that,
you guys should easily have you guys should easily have.
They're ready.
Yeah, I was gonna say I really I'm gonna have a hard time believing that you guys are not placed first or second to win the American. I mean, I don't even know who's still in the American.
You guys are still a young team. Right?
Yeah,
exactly,
give me 2 more years in the American with Final Four. I don't even think anybody in the American Conference has made it to the Final Four.
No.
I mean, Memphis always
have, yeah.
Well, Houston. They're leaving. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're going Big 12. So that's So you're really you guys are gonna be one of the more experienced playoff teams coming into that conference.
Exactly.
And if you take out the Memphis, you might be the only team in there with playoff experience. So for you guys, sky's the limit going into that American Conference. I mean, financially speaking, it boosts you guys up. You get more TV time. Conference USA. It is what it is, but American, you get your bigger games and you get some better competition, and you go out and smoke them. Then what's everyone gonna say next year? There's not anything anybody can say at that time. They didn't play nothing, blah blah blah. Well, two conference championships and 2 Final Four runs in 2 different conferences says a lot. So
I mean, it's always gonna be something to say.
Of course.
We can go out there and just go kill the American, and they're gonna have something to say.
Oh yeah, the American was down this year.
Exactly, something like that. So I mean, you gotta let it fuel us.
That's true.
That's part of the main reason why we did so good this year, because we were disrespected. So that made us play so chaotic, so like aggressive and like as dogs and stuff like that. So we just actually we're gonna need that. We're gonna need that hate and that doubt to fuel us, honestly. So it's gonna take it how it comes.
Yeah. So, and again, that's that is good fuel, because it also brings the team together. It keeps the team together.
Yeah.
Because it's not just like, Elijah can't do well in the American. Vlad can't do well in the American. It's FAU can't do well in the American. So that being able to say it like that, where hey, they don't think we're good enough, even with Mike graduating and stuff like that, it's like you fill the pieces back in, or you give guys like Weatherspoon, you give him more minutes. You start putting the pieces of the puzzle together, and it comes back and makes a great picture. So you keep doing that. That's what you do every year. So that's what we do, and you build better, and you come back and you fight, and that's what having the dog in you can give you, and give you that opportunity to just be better every year, because you're never satisfied. You're always trying to give your 100%, no matter what happens in the season. So,
how much of an advantage do you believe it gave you playing like a non-traditional play style, playing 4 guards and 1 big?
It just gave me the freedom of just creating for my teammates. Because if it was like 2 bigs out there, then it'll be like more stagnant, more ball screens, of course, and just stuff like that. It wouldn't be so much space on the floor. Because we all can shoot it, it's a lot of space on the floor, which also like helped Vlad a whole lot. You can't really double team him, because we got 4 shooters on the perimeter at all the time. So it's just an advantage that we embrace.
I think a lot of teams had trouble adapting to that too. Like, I think looking at those games that y'all were playing, most coaching staffs, they run the traditional 1 through 5, and they just looked at you guys and were like, what are we what are we supposed to do? We don't have these many shooters, we don't have this many athletic guys to be out here right now. We don't a lot of them were just thinking maybe we can survive, maybe they'll have an off night, maybe 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 they won't shoot as well, and then all of a sudden you guys
Find other
sub
ways.
out. You guys sub out, and all of a sudden
Eh.
Forrest and everybody comes in and starts jamming on them.
Exactly, like, cause it's been plenty of times where we haven't had a good shooting night, and we found other ways to win.
That's it.
And that shows why we a top 5 team in the nation, because you got to have multiple ways to win, just in case what you do well does not go well. You got to
Right.
be able to rely on something else.
Agreed. Anything?
I want to talk about like you just went through probably like the craziest year of your life, I would say.
Pretty close.
Most definitely.
More so
honestly.
the craziest month. National championship was last night. Saturday night's game didn't end the way we wanted it to end. But like, where are you right now? Like going into the off season, are you taking a break, or are you getting right back to work? What are you thinking?
I'm gonna take a couple of days off, but I'm most definitely more motivated than ever to keep going, because I'm like right there. I'm right there to get to my dream goal, and just I can't take too much of a break because just my body, my mind, it just won't let me, honestly.
Yeah.
So it's crazy because we actually played pickup yesterday
Yeah.
in the gym. It was about 10 of us out there hooping. That just speaks on our character and how we take the game so serious and stuff like that, and how hungry and motivated we are. Cause we deserved to play last night, but we didn't deserve to win Saturday. We did everything to lose, and we still was one possession away from a national championship. So just going into the off season, we just motivated than ever.
Yeah, I mean, and again, like you were saying, it's hard to have gone through all that and then want to take a break.
Yeah.
Like, it's like hard to be like, I need 2 weeks off.
I can't do 2
Nah,
weeks.
no, that's what I'm saying. It's like,
I can't even do a week
that's,
for real.
It's literally, it's so hard to, and I think that's just athletes in general, when you're like, literally you were so close, and it really could have been, 2-3 second difference of, being in the national championship. Now it's like, all right, well, now we got 10 more months before we have that same run. It's really 10 months is going to go by like that.
Nah,
As soon as you
facts.
get back in the fall camp and winter,
keep flying by.
I mean, it is going to bang, 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 and all of a sudden it's back into March Madness. Like,
Yeah.
especially because how much excitement there's going to be going into the season.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to just be, straight juice all the way through. Like, there's going to be, the stadium is going to be packed every game. You're going to be able to draw in crowds of, like this year's crowds were crazy big compared to any other year.
Definitely.
I mean, the
You don't understand how that how
it's
that feel.
huge.
Yeah.
Cause like our arena is it's small. It's not a big arena.
No.
And like you really up on us. You know what I'm saying? So
Right
every
next,
little
bench
thing,
is right here.
Yep.
Bench is right there.
Every little thing we do, it's going crazy.
Yeah.
And like that just gives you more juice.
hell yeah.
You know?
That's to do with my next question. I mean,